Okay, now let's go after Malachai. And he has really high damage teleport slam. The teleport slam ability. And he makes Piety go against you too.
Now, Exile!
And he even plants traps on the ground for you to dodge. And I think the traps on the ground, they do physical damage. Well, that was sudden.
This is what I get for trying to be a bloody hero. Just before you murdered me in the Lunaris shadow, I thought you were destiny from me. As it turns out, you gave me back my freedom. So go on, Shadow Boy. And do what you do best. Murder Malachai.
Now there's a contract I'll most happily fulfill, Piety.
You can't deny her that request, now can we?
Let us see if you truly understand what it means to be Nightmare.
And now you have to kill the various heart organ things. And I think every time you kill an organ, it does heal him back to nearly full HP. But you have to kill each organ to finally kill him too. So. Ow. Am I being selfish, Mr. Want to create a world in corruption or of nightmare? Now this ring does, the ring in the final phase does damage over time to you, so try to avoid that as well. Come on, Malachai, die already. Well, at least it's only on normal. On merciless, you would die. Well, I would probably die multiple times on this. Take that.
You have slain the nightmare for your own reasons, Shadow. It worries me that I don't know what those reasons are. It would worry me even more if you didn't know either. You will be remembered.
I thought you were going to teach us how to survive, Shadow. Instead, you've given us all the chance to do far more than just that. You've given us a chance to live.
Yes, maybe I was wrong about you.
Maybe.
Completely and utterly wrong and happy for it. How's that?
Perfect.
And what's next for you, Shadow? You've committed the greatest murder in the history of Rayclast. How will you top that?
He's a resourceful man, Pataris. He'll figure something out.
Yeah, now I gotta
Good
figure
luck.
something out. Talking to people, yay! Too bad I can't use Flame Dash in town, that would help a little bit.
It took the shadow to destroy the darkness. The progeny of light, bound to obey the candle when it likes it. I know that's not quite what you expected to hear, but then the expected is not always what's needed. You have come to the end of the world, and now you need to return to the beginning. Oriath. Upon the mountain high, a gateway has opened, one that shall lead you back home. Hurry, for as death rose of the beast softened and stood, I see the gate beginning to close. Follow the light, for that's what shadows do.
So we have our next task from Tasuni that as soon as you kill Malachai, they want you to go off of this side path here, and he says that there's a portal to Oriath there. And I think for some reason the dialogue volume was a bit quiet on him on that.
A shadow returns from the darkness. We dreamed only the greatest dreams.
And now it seems way too loud.
I have nothing. No love.
I was right to have faith in you, Cursebreaker. You have succeeded where we have failed. You have slain a creature that was thought to live forever in the minds of those who came before you. Vol, Daresso, Kaum, Deshret, the greatest champions Rayclast has seen in the last 300 years. You stood where they fell. Now you are the champion of champions, and Rayclast should bow at your feet in gratitude. You certainly have my gratitude, and that of my Akara. We have been exiled from our land by fear and misguided duty. Now we may return, to ride where we will, live how we wish. Cursebreaker, giver of freedom, we thank you. Go where you are needed.
Can I have some free skill points for that? Yes? No? Come on. Oh, well, time to ascend. Quite literally. Even though that I'm not even doing the Lord's Labyrinth to ascend, but it fits. And the ascend is level 40. I thought it was 41. Oh well. I did do this part for this area before, but as soon as we get to the actual Oriath area, it will be pretty much completely blind from that point, or at least yeah, pretty much completely blind. I really do like the music here, though. And why there's goatmen in the mountains. Well, mountain goats, I guess, right? Those things look really weird.
Just need a moment to
I guess I probably could have claimed that up there. Ooh, now we have a hollowed life flask, which should be 50%. Oh, okay, applied instantly. Oh, it requires level 42, of course. If it wasn't for, why does the sacred and grand flask look exactly the same? I guess that isn't really a big issue. Well, I guess it is technically better, since it has that 50% instant thing. The descent? The descent? I can just barely throw a trap over there.
just need a moment to catch my breath.
Get one of my jewelers back. Oh, another one. I guess they killed my lightning golem yet again. It is irritating that they at least don't get some health regen when you don't have anything allocated into minion life regeneration. Like maybe have a base regeneration of 0.5 or 1% of their life per second. Like not that much, but at least so that they can regenerate in between battles. That would be really helpful. But of course they don't have that, so... Alrighty. Body armor's at 370 now. Where is that portal? Gotta be getting close. Well, we still have more black cards, so... Well, I guess this is it.
Captain Tavares, altitude is imperative to forging a stable connection with the Prime Resonator in Theopolis. Power source is equally vital. Locate a fissure in the mountainside and lower a conductive cable into it. The deeper, the better. It will take an immense amount of thaumaturgical energy to execute the successful disintegration and transmission of objects, both inanimate and animate, between Highgate and Theopolis. For that kind of power, we must tap the origin. I needn't remind you of the consequences, should either of those elements prove deficient. That is why I would like you, Tavares, to be the first to test the resonator once it is operational. Accountability is a perfect counterweight to ambition. High Templar Dominus.
Well, considering the ice kind of fell off of it, maybe this hasn't really been used in a while. And of course, the first area you go in Oriath is the slave pens. Such a wonderful tourist attraction to go to, right? And we're welcomed by someone who wants to kill us already. Yay! And here's the map of Oriath. It looks like the welcoming crew is beating up on other other prisoners here? Slaves? I don't know. Something. Probably slaves, considering the name. They even have dogs here. Get rallying cry off just before it died. Yay! Oh, these dogs are fast. And they can maim you, whatever it's called. And that reduces your movement speed by 30%. So that's not good. Try to kill the dogs as soon as you can if they can do that. Look at all the gems about to level. That's kind of insane, actually. Get a little bit more energy shield and life out of that. How lovely. Don't interrupt me while I'm looking at people trying to reach out to me. $750, $1,200. Unique item. Yay! Why are you so fast? Okay. That is good, I guess, if you need camp resistance. Now Ice Trap does even more damage. 1,300. Awesome. Is Fire Trap gonna level up? That's Ice Trap. It's not gonna level up quite so fast. Of course it's Expert. Yay! Expert tanks, gotta love it. can't come over here or what? Lightning Golem, why do you do this? Yeah, I don't think I want that hitting me. Well, I guess if he's gonna oblige just sitting in my damage over time, I'll take advantage of it. Hollow. And we get the ladder, Overseer's Tower. This is the town in Act 5. And I don't think I actually have room for this. And number 9. I don't really know if I can do anything with that right now. I'll put it right there because I really don't have a spot for it. I can put that there, sell that, and quality flask. So let's see what's going on here.
Ha! After everything I've done, it took an Oriathan to get these slaves up off their shackled asses and fighting. I guess the Templar should have treated their lessers better than their slaves, eh? Well, I'm not about to turn down a gift from Kitava. If he wants slave and outcast to join hands, then let's remind these Templar that they're flesh and blood. Just like us. Utsula Makora is what they call me. I'm what passes for a chief around here. Well, I put the steel in their hands. I tell them where to stab, where to run, where to die. If that doesn't make me a chief, what does? Eh? Blood isn't the only currency we need to earn to buy our freedom. We can kill all the Templar mongrels we like out there. It won't matter a damn if we don't get inside their stronghold, the Templar courts. Might as well put my bloody chains back on right now. Problem is, there's some sort of witchery surrounding the place. Only those who see the truth with faithful eyes are getting in there. The power of innocence. It's all in the eyes, you see. Yet blessed Kitava has answered my prayers and sent us just the pair of eyes we need. The ever-faithful Justikar Casticus. He's there in the control blocks right now, smiting my people with self-righteous fury. Find him and rip his faithful eyes out. Then I'm sure the good Justikar will be kind enough to see you into the Templar courts.
Well then.
An exile returned. How is that even possible? Rising out of the darkness to claim the souls of our enemies like Hinekora in the stories my mother used to tell me. Well, your divine intervention gave us just the diversion we needed to take this tower. So if you keep doing things like that, then I might have to start believing in the gods again. And thank you for finishing off that last overseer for us. I don't know what sort of mother could have birthed that land-loving whale, but we were lucky he wasn't here when we took this tower. He'd have spread us across the floor like butter on a piece of bread. Here, take something for helping us in this hopeless fight of ours. For freedom.
It's not really that great of a ring.
Vengeance will be out. Gouda.
Unlike these assorted ignorami, I'm not surprised to see you here. The beast is dead, all thanks to you, I suppose. I was listening to the beast's death rattles when these lunatics broke in, wrecked the place, and dragged me here to tend to their cuts and bruises. Thankfully, I was able to bring some of my paraphernalia with me. The balance of power is shifting in your favor, O murderer of nightmares. If I am in possession of anything that might smooth the transition of governments, don't hesitate to ask. You'll find my terms quite reasonable. Some time ago, I fabricated a device able to sense and amplify the corrupt murmurings of Rayclast, a miasmeter. I listened to those whispers for years, lingering beyond sane comprehension. And then the scream. Such profound agony that my mind was nearly sundered by its percussion. I thought another cataclysm might be upon us. But no, it was you, slaying the beast. I was witness to a singularly potent cadence. This corruption, I am convinced that it holds the very key to our human history, and with it, our very existence. Yet without the miasmeter, I'm condemned to deafened ignorance. It remains in Piety's laboratory, as long as Utula's miscreants haven't vandalized the poor thing. Find it. Now, where was I?
So is that all the quests around here?
The Mother of Death watches over the city with great interest. You have joined us just in time. Before you lies a great many paths, each walked by...
Yeah, you want my coins. Alright. That is everyone, I think, in this area. Looks like everything is in the control blocks. Alright. Well, before I go to the control blocks, I plan to do the Lord's Labyrinth quest to get the ascendancy points. Now, the Lord's Labyrinth it's only level 33. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before. It's level 33, but Azaro, the boss of the area, I would say is much harder than a level 33 area. So that's why I've waited. I probably waited a bit too much to do it, but I think I'll do that next, and then I'll go to the control blocks after I earned my ascendancy for the normal labyrinth in Act 3 here. So until I do that, see you next time.